Hello class, welcome to this classroom-based assessment 1 presentation. So your classroom-based assessment 1 for history is completed in second year. We'll be doing it throughout the month of February. So this is just a quick guide to help you through if you weren't in class today. I went through this, or indeed if you want to go back over it again. So the need to know basics about the CBA1 is that it's a historical report, and we'll be doing it in the form of a poster. The theme is the past in my place. So you'll be free to choose your own topic under that theme. So what that means is you think history around you, history in your locality, around Kilkenny, around where you live if you live out the country. So think historical places, historical people, people that you know or that are related to, or your ancestors that were involved in historical events that took place in a place near you, those kind of things. The deadline, February 25th. Take note of this in your homework diary. I think I mentioned that in class as well. It's very important to have that noted and make a note of it on today's date and also on the date itself. Now we'll be doing it over 3 weeks before that date in class, and I imagine you'll be doing it outside class as well. So first thing to do, just look at a sample CBA here. This will give you an idea of what the finished article looks like. Don't get afraid, we're a long way off this, everyone is, but it's a good idea just to have you know what you're aiming for. So you can see that this student completed their CBA1 on the Bray train crash. So that means the student must have been from Bray or somewhere near that, up that way in Wicklow. And you can see here there's 5 different blocks of text put down on the poster, and there's a few images there as well. Now we'll go into that in a bit more detail just so you can understand what you're looking at. So you have an introduction there on the top left of the poster under the title, and underneath that, and there's another block beside it, the 2 large ones are the main body, and then the conclusion on the top right hand side there, and underneath that is the bibliography, and that's a list of sources that you would have used during your making out your CBA, and the sources would be books, websites, museums, wherever you found your information. You can also see there that he's used photographs, images, and a big diagram of a train there as well. And I think in the title there's meant to be train tracks as well. So going into a bit more about the format and what your finished article would look like. So the first thing it's going to have is an introduction. That's where you state what you're investigating, what you've chosen as your topic, why you're doing that. The main body is where you write out your main findings on your topic. Conclusion, that's where you kind of evaluate what you've done and summarize your findings. And then the bibliography, as I said, it's a list of where you found your sources, where you got your information, and any images, diagrams, pictures, or maps you want to put in. You're free to do that as well. So, timing. As I said, the deadline is the 25th of February. So, looking at that, you probably are thinking that the CBA1 is quite daunting looking at the minute. Probably quite scary looking. But we're going to do it in class, and at home you're going to do it by way of breaking it up into smaller parts, and then breaking those smaller parts into smaller steps again, and before you know it you'll be working your way through it. So the 4 main stages: investigating, reporting, displaying, and reflecting. You can see here we're going to spend 1 week investigating, 1 week reporting, and 1 week displaying and reflecting. So week 1 will be spent investigating. What this is going out and finding your information, investigating your topic. So the first task would be decide your topic. We'll get started on that right away. Finding out more information about your topic in books, historical websites, old newspapers, wherever you can find it, as long as it's reputable enough. Visiting relevant places or museums, finding out information in those places, or else talking to relevant people. If you're doing it on a relative or a grandparent or a great-grandparent, you can talk to your uncles, your aunts, your grandparents, anybody, even if you have a local historian and you want to speak to him about something or them about something, anything like that at all. It's all perfect. Moving into week 2 then, that's reporting. So this is when you put together all the information you found in your first week and you put it all together, you write it all up, you plan what you're going to say in your introduction, plan what your main findings are going to be, and what you're going to say in your conclusion. Write your introduction, your main body, and your conclusion in that week. Also put together your bibliography that week. Week 3, this is the last week of it, so we're going to be displaying and reflecting that week. So these 2 tasks won't take as long as the first 2 at all. So you use your written report that you made the week before, any images you might have to make your poster. So that's when you'll actually be in the class with the big sheets out and the Brit stick out. Whatever pictures you want or any printouts you have, we'll be making them posters. Then you'll be presenting your poster in front of the class. So you'll have a nice day that day when you go up and talk us through what you've done. And then finally, you'll be writing a short reflection on the CBA1 and how you felt when you were doing it. So that's just at the very end of it, we write up a quick thing where you talk about how you felt and your difficulties you encountered, any challenges and how you overcame them, and what you learned while you were doing your classroom-based assessment. So, moving on. Now, I've made this website for you as a guide to help you through doing the CBA1. We can use this in class and we can use it at home, because I know that the CBA1 can seem very daunting and it's sometimes quite scary, but it should be something you can enjoy while you do it, even though there is a bit of work. So the website exists solely to help you get through it. There's a link for it there, and the link is also on the Teams, and I'll be showing it to you in class as well. Now, there's a number of things on this website for you. So there's a lot of information similar to what I went through there. There's just information about what the CBA is, what format should it be presented in. There's also a link to a document that yourselves and your parents should read, which I sent home with you in class, but if you lost it or if you need it again, it's available on the website there as well. There's also a fair bit of information there to help you decide how you're going to put together or how you're going to pick your topic. So obviously picking a topic can sometimes be quite difficult to think of something, so there's a number of different tips and tricks and information about what's a good topic, what's maybe a more difficult topic, what's too much, what's too little, and also information about how to get information on your topic. There's also a much more detailed version of the information about your investigation, your reporting, your reflecting, and your displaying. And there's also a step-by-step guide through each of those different stages on the website. So there's about 6 or 7 steps on each one, and that will help you through each different one of those stages week by week. There will also be templates made especially to help you choose your topics, and then when you found your topic, how to find your sources, how to use your sources. There's templates on the website to help you through and guide you through doing all of these things. And also there'll be templates to help you put together your poster, what's the best way to do this, all that. There's also going to be just a small bit of contact information for me if yourselves or your parents want to get in contact with me about anything to do with CBA. So as I said, we'll be using that website a lot in class, and I've shown it to you already. And I think that's about everything for this presentation. So I look forward to getting started on it, and although it might seem daunting now, once you get started on it and you start getting through a few of the little steps, before you know it, you'll have a lot of it done, and you might even enjoy a small part of it. So I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in class soon, and we'll get started on it. Thank you.